building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Commanders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Quick pass out to Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
He's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Brady. Finding Otton once more. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, now Brady. He'll buy some time right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation, run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Howell. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Finding Gibson on the slant. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Sly able to put this one through, and that'll do it.
Who's that on my stream? Announce yourself. Don't just sit there and say hello.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Brady going to throw. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd and 9, Brady. He's got Otten. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Evans comes in motion right. Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple on 1st and 3rd down.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Throwing now is Brady. Complete right side to Otten. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go with White on the counter. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Second quarter. 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's on Shaq Mason, the guard. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal. Howe loses it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
His pass caught at the 4. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
They'll run for it. This is White, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, second and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Howell. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second down, Howell now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long. Here's Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson from 17 yards out. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First down, here's White. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st down, Howell. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Howell from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And Howe will throw it. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 31-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howe. Complete. It's Dotson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. The offense on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Powell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The drive starts with a run by White, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And some room to roam now. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 136 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got Otten. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Brady again. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. First down, Hal to throw. Going right back to Dotson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Howell. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Hey, 66.
Brady going to throw here. sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. On the move to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Brady to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long. Here's Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against the top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels.
Thank you.